Hello friends and welcome back. Some of you asked me to do a part 2 of Do We Need Religion to Be Moral? So here's the part 2 to that. And I don't think I have anything else. So let's get to it. How can religion affect morality? Religion makes moral claims that followers accept. It also emphasizes certain aspects of morality. Chimpanzees, bonobos, and monkeys all exhibit altruism, empathy, and even a type of rudimentary fairness. In addition, even babies and toddlers show empathetic responses and altruistic behaviors. It has been suggested that religion only increases altruism for the in-group. In fact, some holy books even say as much. Also, laboratory findings show that people are as moral when primed with non-religious messages like justice as they are when primed with religious messages. In psychology, primed generally means, as in this context, a word that is flashed on a screen so quickly that only the subconscious processes it. This is usually 5 to 10 milliseconds. Religion exercises many of its influences because it is a kind of social glue. Thus, it is community and not beliefs that is the main driving force of religion. In support of this conclusion, many studies have found that it is the number of times a religious person attends church, synagogue, or mosque that determines how altruistic that person is, not how many times a person prays or their belief system. In fact, Putnam has found that people who belong to a secular but social group give just as much to charity as religious people. However, it is wrong to assume that religion has no effect on our actions. Psychology has taught us that our intuitions can be wrong. For instance, religious people may say that homosexuality is wrong because their holy book says it's wrong. But what if they just dislike homosexuals and use their holy book to justify it? Wright argues that many people try to explain their actions by appealing to religious texts, but the causal force, more often than not, is situational. In other words, people look for justification after the decision or action. There is little evidence that we get our morals from religion. I'd like to start by differentiating between morality and religion. Our moral decision-making process is rooted in concepts of justice. It is affected by cognitive development, socio-moral experiences, and religious reasoning. On the other hand, religion affirms moral decisions. However, people do not just rely on religion for morals. We also rely on justice reasoning, concepts of care, and social norms. Based on his research, Kohlberg devised a 6-stage model for moral development. These 6 stages are divided into 3 levels. In the pre-conventional level, norms are not comprehended or are ignored. In stage 1, the guiding principle is to avoid punishment, whereas in stage 2, it is to satisfy one's needs. Stages 3 and 4 comprise the conventional level. At stage 3, the goal is to be a nice person. In stage 4, the focus is shifted to be harmonizing with and preserving the social order. The post-conventional level is the last in Kohlberg's scheme. At this level, the person no longer depends on social norms, but relies on moral principles. Stage 5 concentrates on the legal viewpoint. Finally, in stage 6, the person bases moral decisions on ethical principles, such as respect for our fellow beings. The Kohlbergian model assumes an affective cognitive parallelism. In other words, a person should develop an inclination for higher stages, affective. At the same time, he or she gains the ability to use the reasoning behind it consistently, cognitive. There is a relationship between morality and religion, inasmuch as religious people tend to prefer the conventional level of moral development. However, it has been argued that moral reasoning is directly proportional to a person's religious commitment and which moral developmental stage is normal for that community. Warman maintains that the religious morality relationship can be accounted for by dogmatism. A study by Duriez and Sonens shows no relationship between religiosity and morality. Similar patterns were found in teens, university students, and different aged adults, and did not vary by education level. Well, friends, I've come to the end of another video. I hope you find these videos enjoyable as well as educational. I don't want to bombard you with too much information at one time. Please leave your comments in the comment section. And remember, stay curious and never be afraid. Catch me on Twitter